In the heart of Meghalaya's rainforest, bridges are not built, they are grown. Among endless rain and roots, the Khasi people whisper to trees. And over decades, trees listen. They guide ancient fig roots across rivers, weaving time into structure. This is not architecture, this is a relationship with nature. Here in Meghalaya, it rains more than anywhere else on Earth. Each drop shapes the land, each season feeds the roots. The rivers swell, paths vanish. But the bridges endure, alive and growing. In this land of monsoon symphonies, water is not a barrier, it is a sculptor. We plant a tree, not for shade, not for fruit, but for passage. The Ficus elastica, wild fig, sends roots like searching fingers. We guide them with bamboo, train them over years. It is not fast, but it is forever. These trees hold memories, and sometimes entire villages. There are no blueprints here, just memory and hands. The village elders remember where roots once reached, and pass the knowledge by showing, not telling. One bridge may take 30 years to complete, but the lesson begins in childhood and lasts a lifetime. A living bridge thrives only if it's loved. Ignore it, and the roots turn brittle, breakable. Villagers tend them like family, removing moss, guiding shoots. It's a pact with the forest, nurture us and we'll carry you. But break the pact, and the bridge dies. Living root bridges are never rushed. A single inch of progress can take months. Because time is not an enemy here, it's a partner. Each twist of the root is a line in a poem. Written not in ink, but in living veins of wood. Orn will never cross the bridge he just started. Nor will his son. But maybe his grandson will. And so the bridge becomes a legacy. A promise from one generation to the next. That some things are worth beginning, even if we never see the end. Stand still, and you can hear them. The rustle of leaves, the breath of roots shifting under weight. Like the forest whispering to itself. Living bridges creak, moan, sing with the wind. A symphony written in bark and time. This is not just a technique, it's a pact. Between human and forest. Between now and the far future. It says, I will not force, I will wait. And what grows from that patience will carry more than footsteps. In a world chasing speed, these bridges remind us that slowness can be strength. That sustainability means humility. The Khasi people didn't conquer the rainforest, they cooperated with it. And in that quiet agreement, they built something the modern world has nearly forgotten. Every part of a root bridge is alive, growing, breathing, changing. It thickens as it ages, heals when damaged. Walk across it, and you feel the pulse of a living being beneath your feet. Unlike concrete, it doesn't decay, it evolves. This is not infrastructure, it's kin. There was a time when concrete bridges arrived. Faster, cheaper, easier, so they said. But the floods came, the metal rusted. The rainforest reclaimed what didn't belong. And the villagers returned to the roots. To the old wisdom that had never left. One bridge was grown after mother was swept away in the flood. Another when two rival villages decided to share a path. No two are alike, each one carries history. Stitched into its vines and roots. These are not bridges for feet alone, but for memory. The world values fast. But here slow means strong, rooted. A bridge that takes 30 years to grow lasts over 500. It teaches patience, presence, and responsibility. Because when you grow a bridge, you grow yourself. Yes, people come from all over the world now. They take photos, cross in silence, then leave. But for the Khasi, the bridges aren't wonders. They are relatives. You don't visit them, you care for them. The rain here doesn't just fall, it teaches. It shows what bends without breaking, what survives by yielding. Every root bridge is a lesson written in water and wood, reminding us that resilience is not resistance, it is flexibility. Beneath every bridge is another, unseen. The silent labor of generations. The patience of hands that never saw their work completed. We walk on woven roots, yes, but we also walk on love, memory, and trust. A root bridge left alone does not thrive. It must be cared for, spoken to, checked every season. This care is not a chore, it is a ritual. The bridge lives because we love it. And in return, it never lets us fall. The forest doesn't teach in words. It teaches in seasons, silence, and roots. The Khasi listened, and what they learned became bridges. No cutting, no burning, only guiding. What if we stopped forcing nature and started listening again? The forest remembers who walks gently. It grows for those who wait, not those who demand. In these bridges, the rainforest has found trust in us. And we, in turn, trust it to carry our lives across rivers. For generations beyond our own. No machines, no noise. Just roots, rain, and the slow rhythm of time. Living bridges grow in silence, and in silence they teach us. They remind us that some of nature's greatest works happen quietly, far from attention, yet full of meaning. Yes, the bridge takes us across, but it also teaches, connects, and humbles. It's not just a way to get somewhere. It's a place to become someone new. Because when you grow with something living, you don't just arrive, you transform. Some bridges don't carry bodies, only beliefs. Like the belief that nature gives, if you give first. These bridges live in stories, in rituals, in how we speak to trees. Not all roots need to be seen to hold us. Some grow deep inside us. We think we are watching the forest, but the forest watches too. Every careless step, every broken branch. It remembers. But when we walk gently, when we plant and wait, it answers with strength, with shelter, with bridges made of life. You build with steel, we build with roots. You pave over nature, we invite it in. But this is not a rejection, it's a reminder that we can grow what we need. If we learn to grow with, not against. The living bridges of Meghalaya are not the past. They are a possible future. Each step across a root bridge changes you. Not because it's extraordinary, but because it's alive and it sees you. You feel the patience beneath your feet, and something ancient begins to bloom inside. You don't just cross this bridge. You carry it with you. Or kneels beside a young boy. Their hands meet on a tender root, guiding it, slow, gentle, deliberate. The child doesn't yet understand the weight of this act. But someday he will. And when he does, the bridge will already be waiting. Orn's father planted this root. He never saw it cross the stream. Orn carried it forward. Now his hands are slower, but his eyes are full. Soon others will take over. Because the builder may fade. But the bridge, if cared for, remembers. Grow something that outlives you. Not for fame, not for glory, but because the world needs things made with care. Things that ask for patience and return strength. The root bridges of Meghalaya whisper this wisdom. Will we listen? Or will we forget?